My hello, good afternoon. So I'm gonna do a quick video today on process. So I had a patient ask me this question the other day, said, why do I feel the way that I feel right now? I've been eating this way for a while. Why is it that now all of a sudden I don't feel well? So I went to do this video. I was gonna do it on Facebook. I was gonna do a Facebook Live and then come back and shoot a video for my BitChute YouTube channel after the fact, but I happen to be still apparently on a Facebook timeout that I didn't even know that I was on, so I can't do live videos for the next 9 days. So I don't know. I'm not quite sure what I did, but I'll be checking into that here in a little bit. Now, long story short, this patient who's in his 60s has been feeling kind of icky lately, just not himself, and he was curious, and I just said, well, how you been doing? Knowing full well that he has not been doing as well as he should nutritionally. He has not been exercising, he hasn't been keeping up, and he's been more stressed than normal, and as we all have. So he was asking the question from the context of why now? Why do I feel this way now instead of, I haven't felt this way before. Why is it all of a sudden? And here's the thing, when it comes to pain or problems or even disease in general, the disease process, is that time plays a pivotal role. It would be, some people seem to think that it would be better if we had symptoms arise immediately, meaning that, you eat that one bad meal and then immediately your body lets you know. Sometimes the body does let you know and you're just ignoring it. Now, the furthest extension of that is that you eat that one meal and you immediately get cancer. Well, we know that's not how it works. So it's a process. So you can eat poorly every single day for 5, 10, 15, 20 years and not really have any outward disease process symptoms to speak of until you do. And then once you do, then it's typically a lot harder to flip it. Once you're diabetic, type 2 diabetic, then all of a sudden it's like, now the process has gotten so far, now it's a medication issue until we can really spend some solid time correcting the metabolic problems. So I'm trying to explain this to this gentleman, saying, you've been doing things not as well as you could for at least 4 years that I know him. I mean, it was bad, and then he was okay for a couple years, and then he really fell off the wagon, and then he's trying to get back on, and he says he's been feeling crappy. So I was trying to help him understand that, well, this is a process that took time. This isn't something that just appeared overnight. You might feel the symptoms appeared overnight. The problem, however, has been brewing for quite some time. I was thinking about this. So my father passed away. It's coming up on a year, which is just crazy. So when my dad passed away, he had gone in for his yearly physical and he didn't have any symptoms to speak of. Nothing other than, maybe an ache or a pain or something. But for the most part, he didn't have any symptoms. And it was just a fluke chance that he ended up going in for a CT scan for something very unrelated that really never even materialized into a problem. And they found out he was stage 4 cancer everywhere, pretty much all over in his body, his lymph nodes at least, and in multiple organs. So I started thinking about this, and I was looking at pictures from a couple years earlier and thinking that, had we known he had cancer at this point. So I went 2 years before when he was diagnosed, and I was thinking he had cancer. Then I started thinking, well, if I went back 5 years, he had cancer, more than likely. And if I went back 10 years, and I was looking at a picture from 10 years earlier, looking at him at that point going, you know what? I bet you if they had run a CT, they probably would have detected cancer right then. And the reason is that cancer especially, but all disease, it's a process. It's a process that takes time to develop. You develop health through healthy habits, or you develop disease, sickness, and an early death from unhealthy habits. So my dad had some unhealthy habits, and he had many, many years worth of them, and he was able to hold it off longer because of some other things that he would do. He would go on these diets and he would lose a bunch of weight and feel really good for a while. And so he was able to push that limit off. But my point, though, is that the cancer was there many years before it was diagnosed. Your problems that you think materialized overnight didn't. They've been there. brewing, waiting for the right opportunity or the right moment. And usually they wait for the right stressful moment. And so it's when you're stressed. Have we had stress lately? I'd like to say yes. I'd rather say no, but yes, we've all been stressed lately because of everything that's been going on. So the point, though, in this is that the disease process takes time, but once it's there, it takes a lot. Now it's going to take a lot more time to recover. And it's not going to be, oh, I'll just take this drug and then it should be fixed, right? That's the way that we like to think. Oh, my blood pressure's high, I'll just take a drug and it's fixed. No, the blood pressure's not fixed yet. So, message of the day, very simply, is that disease is a process that takes time. Health is a process that takes time. And it's built through healthy habits. And it's built through every single day taking steps to be better. And if you just do that, you'll be better. You'll continue to get healthy. I'm not saying you won't ever die. We're all going to die. But we do have some say in how that takes place. So this is Dr. Jake saying, make some healthy habits, make some healthy choices, and see what choices that you are making you can replace with healthier choices to make yourself better. And don't wait until you have a symptom. Do it now. Do it now while you maybe do feel good. Because, unfortunately, disease process doesn't wait. It's coming. So if you make poor choices, you're going to get the poor outcome. You will pay that piper at some point. So just make better choices. That's all I'm asking. All right, guys. Love you. Have a good rest of your day.